Good morning everybody and welcome to day 3 of the South West Coast 300. So last night we stopped at the park up just outside Derelict. So this park up, it's actually run by the Forestry and Land Scotland. So there's a number of different these pull-ins in forests around here where you can stay the night for £10. Really big sites, and they also have toilets as well. So I'll very quickly show you. So simple toilets, but they're open 24 hours a day. So the first point of call today is Sandyhills beach. So I'll bring you back when we get there. I've noticed the beach is further up north in Scotland. Definitely a lot nicer and prettier than the ones down south. I don't know what it is, I can't put my finger on it, what's different about them. But when the tide's out here, it's really out. Like I can't even actually see the sea from here. Just sand just goes for, looks like miles. As Monday mornings go, and the Monday morning blues. I've had worse ones. Standing on a beach in Scotland. Oh, this is something you don't see very often. Payphone box. An actual payphone in it, and it still work. Oh, and it's got a dial tone. So all the ones by us in the Midlands all got defibrillators in them now. So that was Sandyhills beach. So now we're heading over to a nature reserve to have a little walk around. Apparently there's a chance of seeing red squirrels. So fingers crossed. So I'll bring you back when we get there. This nature reserve we're at, it's owned by National Trust Scotland. But if you have got a National Trust England pass, you still can get in here for free. So that's something useful to know. So welcome to Threave House. So one of the members of staff was just telling us, so this wasn't like a full-time residence, it was a hunting lodge for the estate, and that it didn't actually have running water out to the kitchen up for the house. Also it didn't have heating, so it wasn't it's where somebody lived 24/7. So now I'm going to go have a look at the kitchens. that was Threave House. Now we're going to head over to Threave Castle. It's only about a 2-3 minute drive. So if you had more time, you could walk there from here. It's all one big estate, and obviously you've got all day. These gardens are absolutely massive. You can walk around. Obviously, being on a tour like we are, we're just kind of hopping in and out of places. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get to Threave Castle. Well, that's interesting. So we've just found out if you visit anywhere that's Scotland heritage, our English heritage passes work. So yeah, it's been brilliant. So currently now it's about an 800 metre walk. Then we have to catch a little boat over to Threave Castle. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get down there. One thing to be aware of, I was reading a sign up when we was getting the tickets for the boat. You can't take dogs over on the boat to the castle, so something just to be aware of. So where's this boat jetty then? Ah, I wonder if that's it there. Yeah, look, that's that little boat there.
This is what they said is going to brighten up this afternoon. It's be nice there.
Fingers crossed. We're going to. I don't think we're going to get it because it's cloudy, but we're going to stay in Italy.
Oh, got a little boat ride over the river. This is Threave Castle. Is this the second or third castle we've been into now, which has been heavily refurbished?
How far is it?
Not that far. Lucy's not really fond of these spiral staircases. That looks like new wood up there. So what Lucy was talking about then, where we're planning to stop tonight, it's probably a dark sky area, probably one of the best ones in Great Britain, and we're just checking the weather. It's patchy clouds at the moment, so fingers crossed. Apparently the stars are supposed to be absolutely amazing from there. Threave Castle. Apparently it's only just reopened this year, before you couldn't get inside and go up to the first floor like we just did. Yeah, so now we're going to go look at a couple of the little bird hides because this is part of a nature reserve, and then we're going to head back to the van. I think we're heading to a planetarium, which I'm actually really looking forward to because I've never actually been to one, but what it sounds really interesting, so I'm just hoping that they'll let me film in there.
They're like 2 weeks younger, so they might still be on the nest.
So we're now going to go have a look at an osprey hide. Hopefully we might be able to see something. But the guy on the boat was saying, because they've just hatched, there's a chance they might still be nesting. You never know. So we managed to see one. So there's actually a member of the site who's actually got a couple of binoculars set up. So I actually could see them in the nest. Big things there. So we have just arrived at the planetarium, but we are 15 minutes late. The way the sat-nav brought us into town, there's a bridge that can only hold 3 tons, so it took this massive diversion round. We've only just got here, so fingers crossed we get in. If not, there is another little castle in this town we could go have a look at. Yeah. Fingers crossed we can get in. So we managed to get in. So just waiting for it to start now.
South Africa, they called it the backbone of the night, and
oh, there's Aries, that's nice.
You're really Capricorn.
I'm going to Capricorn. That's fun at the
solar system, of course, and it also has the shortest day of our solar system, being about 9.9 hours. However, Uranus is another planet that is incredibly difficult to spot in the night sky. You need a very, very clear night to be able to see it.
Here we go. Neptune. Sun.
So there we have Andromeda that you saw previously in the night sky. There, I'll try and get a better angle.
Are there other civilizations out there? Will we one day connect with them and join a galactic community? Or is it just us? So, are we alone? The simple answer is our solar system.
That was really interesting. I don't know how it's going to come out and film, but yeah, it's really interesting. Watched a little film about aliens and fun. So we're now going to have a walk around Kirkbright, see what we see. I'm pretty sure there's a castle here. Yeah, let's have a wander around. So that was McKellen's Castle. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, so it's only a little bit open, but it is free to go look inside. If you are around this way, definitely worth checking out. It's actually quite a nice little town, this is Kirkborough. So now we're going to walk down and have a little look at the harbour. These are some really big fishing boats. I imagine these are the ones that go proper deep out off the coast. Really quite impressed with this village. I say all the villages have come through. It's definitely the prettiest one yet. So returning back to the land now, and we're going to come up a plan where we're heading next. So it is only just gone 3 o'clock, so we've still got a few hours left to explore. So I'll bring you back wherever we end up. So you join us in the woods just outside of town. Lucy's never seen a red squirrel before, and apparently just up here there's a red squirrel hide. You know, chances are slim, but got to have a look, aren't we? And if we do manage to get one for film, that'd be absolutely brilliant. So this is not actually on the 3,300 route, shall I say. This is just something we just happened to look at as we were scouring the map. Yeah. I'll still leave the postcode for where we're parked in case you do want to have a look. So there's the hide. So I'm just going to go in and sit down for a little bit. Oh, the hide's locked. Okay, so you have to book the hide. Oh, let's go sit on a wall in the way and have a look out. They're out there somewhere. So even got the old binoculars out to try and spot anything. But I'll say you could sit here hours and not see anything. Oh, we'll see for 10-15. So I've been sat here 20 minutes or so, no sign of anything. It was really quite quiet actually, I can't even hear a bird. So we're going to go have a look now at an abbey. I'm not too sure if it'll be open or not, but you can see it from the car park, so I'll have a little look around. And then from there, I'm going to go have a look at castle. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get to the abbey. Unless we see a squirrel on the way. So just arrived at the abbey, but unfortunately it's closed. One thing I have noticed about around here in the 300 that's different from the North Coast 500, a lot of places shut about 4 o'clock. It's got very early shut hours around here, but I'll stick my camera for the game so we can see. So if you do want to come here, it is £6.80. I wonder if I look around anywhere else. I'll still set the camera over the wall. It's a shame, but yeah, so one thing definitely be aware of. Make sure if you're doing the South West Coast 300, plan your days, because everyone seems to shut at 4. So from here, we're heading up to a castle. Apparently you can get into this castle, apparently it's not paid, but we'll see when we get there. So yeah, I'll I'll bring you back when we get to the castle. There it is. So, how did you get up to it? This place looks totally derelict. I wonder if there's a way in. How bizarre is this place? Massive place. Nature's definitely literally took you back over. Not too sure this place was. It's a castle, but it looks more like a ruins of a old kind of style manor house. But word of warning, this isn't 100% totally safe and stable, so if you do come over look at this place, just please be careful. Well, that place was interesting. I did find some stairs going, we could actually go up to another floor, but nah, I thought we weren't risking that being here on my own. Really interesting find, but yeah, just want to say again, so if you do decide you want to come over and play around here, please be very careful and don't do anything you don't feel comfortable with. So I don't want anybody having an accident. Yeah, so now I'm going to head back up to the van and then we're going to go find a park up for the night. So I'll bring you back when we get to the park up. Hey everybody, so we've just arrived at the park up and it's absolutely beautiful. I'll give you all proper look around in the morning. Well, day 3 of the southwest coast done. It's been a day of mainly ruins and the planetarium. That was really interesting. So fingers crossed the clouds clear, as this place is known to have dark skies. So if it does, I'll bring you back, and if not, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning everybody, and welcome to day 4 of the southwest coast 300. So last night we stopped in the park up by the side of Strowen Lock. So Scottish weather is cool was today, but I'll give you a quick look around. So So when we got in last night, it was beautiful sunshine. So there's the van. This is the park up. And this is another one of them £10 a night stops by the Forestry Commission up here. Fit a good number of vans in. We had it to ourselves. I'll just show you the lock. Well, I will put something in now of what it looked like last night. It was absolutely beautiful. So, plan for today. So the first place we're going is a place called Otter's Pool, where obviously there's a chance to see otters. But with mine and Lucy's ratio of actually finding animals, who knows. But yeah, I'll bring you back when we get to Otter's Pool. So this is called Raiders Road. It's a 10-mile stretch of road that goes through the woodlands, and where we stopped last night is off this road, and so is the Otter's Pool. Yeah, but on a lovely day, absolutely beautiful views from here around the locks, but yeah, I'll show you. So this is Otter's Park. So this is another place where you can stop the night for £10. So there is toilets, but they're currently out of order. So now I'm just going to go down to the water, see if we can see anything. But in mine and Lucy's record of seeing animals, I don't hold my hopes high. So welcome to Otter's Pool. And normally like us, there's nothing around. Even in the rain, it's still very pretty here. It gives more that mystery, eerie feel with the low cloud. Still no otters though. So that was Otter's Pools. Well, pools, no otters. So now we're gonna try luck again. We're going up to a red deer sanctuary. So fingers crossed we'll see some. Because everybody knows I do love a deer. So I'll bring you back when we get to the deer sanctuary. So Lucy wants to go driving down the Raiders Road. So just arrived at the deer park. Yeah. Let's go to the to see.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey. Go on, Mum. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, fast asleep. Oh yeah, well he's Sparker, yeah. Oh. Yeah, but within like 2 hours you can get him off, he goes back to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. So yeah, so now heading over to a waterfall. That's about a 50-minute walk from the car park. It's about a mile on the road. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get to the waterfall. So we've just arrived at Black Rock car park. Road getting down here was a bit wild, let's just say that. So now it's about a 50-minute walk from here. We're going to go have a look at Rosie's waterfall. Yeah, let's go have a look. Welcome everybody to Rosie's waterfall. Gonna go for a swim in here. Vicky would absolutely love this place. Oh, that plunge pool down there does look really tempting. So that was Rose's Waterfall. There's a little waterfall in here. 15-minute walk from the car park. Yeah, so the plan now is we're gonna head back to the van and then we're going to another waterfall. So I'll bring it back when we're parked up for the second waterfall. Hey everybody, so the rain just stopped now. So now we're going to follow the Grey Maze Trail and go have a look at Faith Waterfall. So it's not a million miles from the car park. Let's go have a look. We came down the wrong path. It's supposed to be that one. We came on down here. So a little hop across the lake. Stream. So what it looks like, this waterfall connects to another waterfall and goes back up to where it was earlier. Looks like it's all the same river. Nice, looks like go for it, just swim around here as well. I do love a waterfall. So now we're heading back to the van. It's a 5-minute walk, and then we're going over to look at a goat nature reserve. A lot like the deer one we went to earlier. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get to the car park. So this is the goat park. Looks pretty much the same setup as the deer park went to earlier. We've got the fence where you can feed them. There's information as well around what you cannot feed them. Also, it does look like this car park is one of them car parks you can stop overnight for a tenner. The good thing about today and everything you've seen so far, I think we've travelled a maximum maybe 5 miles. Everything is so close together in this valley, and it's absolutely beautiful. Even better now the rain stopped. So let's see if we can go find a goat. Can't seem to see anything. But looking at the size of this fence lines here, but it looks like it goes right back up to the hills over there. I'll go to the van a minute and get binoculars out, see if I can see anything. Like today, this is really beautiful here though. Shame, can't see anything. So we're now going to head down, go to Distillery. We're not too sure if you need to book before you go in, as we've got absolutely no phone signal around here. So we're going to head that way. Lou's going to see if she can get on the phone, get some signal so we can book a tour. If not, we'll go have a look around the shop and we'll see where we end up after that. This is Galloway Distillery. Let's go have a look. So it was only a shop. I didn't ask where at all there. That was not the normal distillery I'd expect here. Very posh. So we're going to pop into local town now and grab some supplies. Yeah, see what it's like. I'll bring back something good to see. And then no idea where we're going after that. So we only really planned up to this section now, so we're going to see where the rest of the day takes us. Welcome back everybody. So we didn't really stop in that town, just went to the shop, got some supplies. So now we've had a quick stop off at a 4,000-year-old stone circle called Tor House Stone Circle. yeah, it's only just off the road, so we'll go have a quick. Done even better news, the rain has stopped. It's started pouring up again now. Yeah, essentially the van is there and there's snow circles are just here. Crazy. He stands a place to 4,000 years ago. Can't get that remember good, can you? Interesting. So from here, we're into another distillery and a business centre. I think try and grab a coffee or something. Yeah, I'll bring you back when we get there. So we just arrived at Bladnoch Distillery and Visitor Centre. So gonna go grab a coffee and have a look around the visitor centre. Might even treat myself to a little bottle of whiskey. My coffee. So that was the distillery, not bad coffee. So brought a little while to try, and Lucy brought a bag. Yeah, so now we're heading over to Sorby Tower. Not 100% sure what it is, but yeah, I'll bring you back when we get there. So we just arrived at the park of this Sorby Tower. Looks like it's on some private property owned by the Clanhanny Society, but visitors are welcome. Yeah. Go have a look, see what it is. It's not far from the car park. It does feel like we'd walk through somebody's garden right now. Okay, looks like ruins of an old tower that's been restored. Let's have a quick look around. Looks like there's a tower, but feel like it's somebody's back garden right here. And there is a random tent over there. Shamp's locked. Can see if I can. Bizarre. So now we're heading over to Garliston to have a look at the harbour. Apparently it's got some history around World War II. So I just need to find some other park in town. I'll bring you back once we're parked. Welcome back, Garliston Harbour. So I was just sitting around doing some research. So during World War II, before the D-Day landings in Normandy, they used this beach for practice And it's got the same geological features of a lot of the beaches in Normandy. What a quiet little town. Well, say town, quiet little village. Windy over there. What a very peaceful place. So now we're heading to the Isle of Whithorn, where we're stopping for the night. It's kind of a park up, it's a field attached to the side of the pub, and if you go in, have a couple of pints or have a meal, you can stop there for free. So yeah, it's only about an 8-minute drive from here, so I'll bring you back when we get there. We just arrived at the park up. I'll give you a proper tour around tomorrow. So that's day 4, the Southwest Coast 300 done. Another really good day. So really cool seeing them deers and the waterfalls. On the whole, been a really good day, and I'm glad the weather's got a bit better. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you can do us a favour, you can like, subscribe, as well as help the channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.